Tonight is the night of new number one contenders. First it was the Hype Bros, and now it is Dolph Ziggler. Hello everyone, welcome to my Smackdown live review. Listen, it's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock now in Australia time. Smackdown has come to an end. Not a lot happened on Smackdown, but I still think Smackdown was a decent show. Not much happened because they don't have a pay-per-view to build towards. Now, 2 weeks away, John Cena is making his long-awaited return. He's coming back on Christmas. And what a good Christmas gift that is for all the little kids. So next Wednesday, he comes back on the 28th. So be prepared for John Cena on Wednesday, 28th. Anyway, not much happened on SmackDown tonight. We started things off with the boring Miz with his little Miz TV shit. And his special guest was none other than AJ Styles. Now, before I get into that, the show started off with James Ellsworth sneezing. James Ellsworth was sneezing. And he was unable to wrestle because he was sneezing. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously going to continue prologuing this until 2017? What the hell is this? This is the second week in a row that you have done this. Get this over with. James Ellsworth has his right to compete for the WWE Championship. Why are you going to keep having guys like Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose getting title matches if this guy has a title match? Listen, I don't have a problem with Dolph Ziggler becoming the number one contender. I really don't, because I think he kind of deserves it after all the hard work he's gone through this year, especially working with The Miz. All the hard work he's done. And besides, there's hardly anybody on the roster to really give that opportunity. If Randy Orton wasn't with the Wyatt family, Randy Orton might have been the number one contender. But overall, this show was good. We also saw we saw this battle royal. We started off the show with AJ Styles. They start bickering because AJ Styles says there's no one on his level. Then Dean Ambrose comes out, Dolph Ziggler comes out, and Luke Harper comes out of nowhere, clotheslines Dean Ambrose, and then there was a fatal four-way being confirmed. Then the winner would face AJ Styles. Yeah. I guess I'll talk about something else. We also Alexa Bliss had a match. Oh, that's right. It finally got to my head. Before I get to Alexa Bliss, Natalya and Carmella had a match. I was trying to remember what was the first match. Natalya versus Carmella. Listen, both women look fantastic. Both women look absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Natalya finally mentioned that she did not attack Nikki. About time they did that. Personally, I still think it's Becky Lynch, because why would they make it so easy? It could be Eva Marie. It could be Eva Marie when she comes back, but I highly doubt they'll make it Eva Marie, because Eva Marie was out filming movies when Survivor Series happened. So it can't be Eva Marie. I'm telling you, it's Becky Lynch. It won't be Carmella and it won't be Natalya, because that would just be too easy. That would be way too easy. It has to be somebody who people do not expect, and I guarantee you, Becky Lynch is the attacker of Nikki Bella. It could be Mickie James. For all we know, it could be Mickie James, because she's due to come back. But I highly doubt that. Carmella won by a roll-up. Seriously, can't people win with their finishing moves anymore? Listen, I don't have a problem with the roll-ups, but can't people just win with their finishes? I mean, seriously, Carmella's got the code of silence. Why couldn't she just made Natalya tap to the freaking code of silence? But I was going to say something else. I will say Natalya, she's doing fine for herself as a face right now. Carmella, she's getting better and better as a heel. She's getting better and better. She just needs to start, being more of a heel. And the only thing I have a problem with is her bloody skipping. It reminds me of frickin' AJ Lee. I know Aliyah does it in NXT. And that's the only bad thing about some of these chicks. Is that if you're a heel, you have to have like a heel mentality. Or win mentality, or whatever it is. You gotta have a heel mentality. You can't be all heelish, and you have to be all heelish, like all tough guy or tough girl. But instead we're seeing Carmella coming out acting like a babyface, like throwing her hands in the air, doing like a moonwalk, playing with her jacket like she always does, and then starts skipping to the ring. That's a friggin' babyface type entrance. That's a face type entrance. Why can't you just come out like a natural heel, like just walk out and be all tough? Why can't you just do that? If you're a babyface, fine, do that. But if you're a heel, you need to come out like a heel. But I will say Carmella is slowly getting there for me as a heel. But in the end, Carmella won with a roll-up, which didn't really excite me because you need to win with your finishing move. The next match that happened was the Battle Royal for the tag team titles. American Alpha, Hype Bros, Connor and Victor, The Ascension, the Fashion Police, Breezango, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, and the VOD Villains. The moment that the match starts, Simon Gotch gets eliminated in 2 seconds. Mojo Rawley clotheslines him out of the ring immediately when the bell rang. But Aiden English was still in the match. At the end of this match, the winners were the Hype Bros. I had a feeling it could have been them. When American Alpha got eliminated, I think that was at the point we knew Hype Bros were going to win. Listen, and I missed Heath Slater and Rhino. Heath Slater accidentally eliminated Rhino. Rhino was on the apron. Heath Slater did like a jumping crossbody, hits Rhino, and Rhino falls out of the ring. So this could mean Heath Slater and Rhino are starting to slowly break up. But the winners were the Hype Bros. Zack Ryder basically tossed Connor out of the ring by deflecting him. I think Connor had Zack Ryder like this, and then Zack Ryder grabbed the ropes, and then Connor fell out of the ring. So Zack Ryder wins the Battle Royal for he and Mojo Rawley to take on Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. Alexa Bliss, she came out, she was about to have a match with a young girl named Deonna Purrazzo. Now, I've heard of this young lady, Deonna Purrazzo. She has worked in NXT for a while. I really don't understand why they brought her out there. I understand there's not many people on your SmackDown roster. But this is what happens when you have Eva Marie out filming, Mickie James, who's yet to return, and it's also what happens when Naomi hurts her ankle. Nikki Bella didn't have a match because she was out there watching Natalya and Carmella's match. So Nikki Bella didn't compete because of that. So they had Alexa Bliss just beat up on Deonna Purrazzo. And then Becky Lynch came out and demanded her rematch. Shane McMahon confirmed it, that Becky Lynch had her rematch. Alexa Bliss wins via count out, faking a knee injury. And the final match was the Fatal 4-Way, like I mentioned. The winner would face AJ Styles, Miz, Ambrose, Harper. Oh. Boy, I'm stupid. I've forgotten. It's Miz, Ambrose, Dolph, Luke Harper. And the winner was Dolph Ziggler. Super kick to Dean Ambrose. The first eliminated was The Miz via roll-up. That was probably the only one I was more surprised with. Luke Harper was next eliminated by a dirty deed. So Dean Ambrose got 2 eliminations. And Dean Ambrose only lost because of The Miz coming out. And The Miz grabs Ambrose's leg, helping Dolph Ziggler nail the super kick on Dean Ambrose, pinning him 1, 2, 3. Alright. That was pretty much SmackDown with all the matches. Now listen, I don't do the backstage. I don't talk about the backstage segments because, you know, I really don't care. I really don't care much about the backstage little segments. But I guarantee you, Becky Lynch is the attacker of Nikki Bella. I guarantee that. As for the Hype Bros, I doubt they will win the tag team titles. But I don't know what they're heading with the Wyatt family. That's the only thing that I don't know about. And Dolph Ziggler, I don't know if they're going to give him the title. Because there has been rumors going around that AJ Styles could be heading to Monday Night Raw next year. So maybe Dolph Ziggler wins the title and then AJ Styles gets traded to Raw or drafted to Raw. John Cena's coming back in 2 weeks. So I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what they're planning for Mickie James either, because she's supposed to be coming back. But I don't know. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from here. Alrighty guys, that has been my SmackDown Live review. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you later.